Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Milian and I am the school librarian at Nice High School in Ponte Vedra, Florida. And before I was a high school librarian, I did 21 years in elementary schools as a classroom teacher and a school librarian. So I have a lot of stories that I would love to share with you. Today, I'm going to share one of my absolute favorite books with you titled E Passamondas by Colleen Sally. Listen to this story and listen to all the silly little things that E Passamondas does and what the lesson he should learn at the end of the story is. All right, let's get started. E Passamondas was his mama's and auntie's sweet little patootie. They just loved him to death. E Passamondas used to go see his auntie most every day, and she nearly always gave him something to take home with him. Well, one day she gave him a piece of rich gold cake. E Passamondas took it in his hands, scrunched it up tight, and went along home. On his way home, he passed Alligator, and Alligator asked, "What you got, E Passamondas?" "Cake," he replied. Don't look much like cake to me," said Alligator. When E Passamondas got home, his mama looked at that fistful of crumbs and she said, "E Passamondas, what have you got in your hands?" "Cake, Mama. Auntie gave it to me." "Oh, E Passamondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. That's no way to carry cake home. The way you carry cake is to put it on your head, put a hat on your head, and come along home. Do you hear me, E Passamondas?" "Yes, Mama." By and by on another day, when E Passamondas was visiting his auntie, and this time she gave him a pound of freshly churned butter to take home with him. Well, E Passamondas put it on his head, put a hat on his head, and went along home. On his way home, he passed Raccoon, and Raccoon asked, "What you got, E Passamondas?" "Butter," he replied. Don't look much like butter to me," said Raccoon. When E Passamondas got home, his mama looked at him and she said, "E Passamondas, what do you have in that hat?" "Butter, Mama. Auntie gave it to me." "Oh, E Passamondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. That's no way to carry butter. The way you carry butter is you wrap it up in some leaves and carry it down to the brook, and then you cool it in the water, and you cool it in the water, and then you cool it in the water one more time, and then you take it up carefully in your hands and you come along home. Do you hear me, Passamondas?" "Yes, Mama." By and by another day, when E Passamondas was visiting his auntie, and this time she gave him a sweet little puppy to take home with him. So E Passamondas wrapped it up in some leaves and carried it down to the brook. And he cooled it in the water, and he cooled it in the water, and he cooled it in the water, and then he'd take it up carefully in his hands, and he went along home. On his way home, he passed Nutria, and Nutria asked, "What you got, E Passamondas?" "A puppy," he replied. Don't look much like a puppy to me," said Nutria. When E Passamondas got home, his mama looked at that poor little bedraggled puppy, and she said, "E Passamondas, what do you have in your hands?" "A puppy, Mama. Auntie gave it to me." "Oh, E Passamondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. That's no way to carry a puppy. The way to carry a puppy is to put the puppy in the ground, tie a piece of string around that puppy dog's neck, and take the piece of string and come along home. Do you hear me, E Passamondas?" "Yes, Mama." Well, by and by on another day when Epasamondas was visiting his auntie, and this time she gave him a freshly baked loaf of bread to take home with him. Well, Epasamondas put that bread on the ground, tied a piece of string around it, took the other end of the string, and he dragged it on home. On his way home, he passed Armadillo, and Armadillo asked him, "Hey, what you got there, Epasamondas?" "Bread," he replied. That don't look much like bread to me," said Armadillo. And when Epasamondas got home, oh, his mama looked at that thing on the end of that string, and she said, "Epasamondas, what do you have on the end of that string?" "Bread, Mama. Auntie gave it to me." "Oh, Epasamondas, you do not have the sense that you were born with. You will never have the sense that you were born with. You never will have the sense, and now I'm not going to tell you any more ways of bringing truck home, and I don't want you going to see your auntie either anymore. I'll go see her myself." And Epasamondas' mama got her basket, but before she left, she said, "Hey, Epasamondas, you see those pies cooling over there on that porch?" "Yes, Mama." "Well, Epasamondas, you be careful about stepping on those pies." And then Mama went off to see Auntie. And then Epasamondas was careful about stepping on those pies. He stepped right in the middle of every one of them. The end. And that is the end of our silly little Epasamondas and all the ways that he did not follow directions. I hope you enjoyed this story, boys and girls, and I promise you this. I'm going to try to do a read aloud every week of one of my favorite books. And if you like this story, let your teacher know, and I'll get you some more. Have a wonderful, a wonderful day. Stay safe, and Mrs. Milian out.